He didn't just climb the mountain. He built a new one on top of it. Oleksandr Usyk, Olympic gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight king, and now the man who's outboxed both Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Not once, but twice. On May 18, 2024, Usyk edged Tyson Fury in a dramatic split decision to become the undisputed heavyweight champion. Then, in June 2025, he left no doubt, boxing sharper and smarter to win the rematch by unanimous decision. But his mission isn't done yet. On July 19th, Usyk returns to the ring to face Daniel Dubois in a rematch, a chance to end any lingering doubt and add one more exclamation point to a heavyweight run that's already historic. How rare is this kind of success? To really answer that, we need to look at the few cruiserweights who've dared to make the leap and rank them not just by wins and belts, but by how well they adapted to a world of giants. Let's start with the most recent, David Haye. At cruiserweight, Haye was a wrecking machine. He unified the division by knocking out Jean-Marc Mormec in 2008, then flattened Enzo Maccarinelli in just 2 rounds. He had explosive power, fast feet, and serious charisma. When he jumped to heavyweight, he beat 7-foot Nikolai Valuev to win the WBA title, not with bombs, but with movement, feints, and one of the smartest performances of his career. He followed that up with wins over John Ruiz and Audley Harrison. But when he fought Vladimir Klitschko in 2011, it fell apart. Haye struggled to land anything clean. Klitschko's jabs, size, and discipline completely shut him down. Haye made a splash and won a belt, but never truly belonged in the top tier. His heavyweight leap? A solid 7 out of 10. James Toney comes next. At cruiserweight, Toney was brilliant. His 2003 win over Vasily Girov was a counterpunching masterclass. Slick defense, sharp combinations, and iron toughness. He moved to heavyweight and immediately upset an aging Evander Holyfield. Then he beat John Ruiz to claim a version of the WBA title, though it was later overturned due to a failed drug test. Toney had the skill to neutralize bigger men, but his lack of conditioning, ballooning weight, and doping issues hurt his legacy. He had flashes of greatness, but couldn't stay consistent. His transition? Technically strong, but flawed. Let's say a solid 6.5 out of 10. Evander Holyfield is the original gold standard. At cruiserweight, Holyfield did it all. He became undisputed champion in 1988, beating Ricky Parkey and Carlos De Leon in back-to-back unifications. Then he went to heavyweight and straight into the fire. In 1990, after just a few fights at the new weight, Holyfield knocked out Buster Douglas in 3 rounds to become the undisputed heavyweight champion. Douglas, who had shocked the world by beating Tyson, came in soft and unmotivated. Holyfield stayed focused and landed the perfect counter. But it wasn't just that win. Holyfield fought the absolute best. Mike Tyson twice, Riddick Bowe 3 times, Lennox Lewis twice, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Michael Moorer, Ray Mercer. He didn't always win, but he never shied away. He had guts, grit, and the ability to bite down and trade with bigger men. He wasn't the hardest hitter or the fastest, but he had the best will. and he held heavyweight belts across 3 different decades. That leap, it's a 10 out of 10. Now we arrive at Usyk. At cruiserweight, Usyk was flawless. He turned pro in 2013, and within 5 years, he'd unified all 4 major titles, beating every other top contender, all in their home countries. He won the World Boxing Super Series, beat Bradis in Latvia, Gassiev in Russia, Bellew in England. He was the first 4-belt undisputed cruiserweight champ ever. At heavyweight, he started slow. His fights with Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora didn't silence the doubters. People said he didn't hit hard enough, was too small, couldn't handle the pressure. Then came Anthony Joshua. In 2021, Usyk boxed circles around Joshua to win a clear decision. He used angles, feints, and fast combinations to beat a man who outweighed him by 20 pounds. In the 2022 rematch, Joshua came more aggressive, but Usyk adjusted again, winning another close but clear decision. Then came Tyson Fury. In May 2024, Usyk had his defining moment. He started fast, won the early rounds, then nearly stopped Fury in round 9. Fury survived, but Usyk swept the championship rounds and took the split decision. A year later, they met again. This time, Usyk didn't need drama. He boxed smarter, moved cleaner, and outpointed Fury with fewer risks. He became the first man to beat Tyson Fury twice, and now sits alone as the best heavyweight in the world. But just like the Joshua fights, Usyk's first meeting with Daniel Dubois came with controversy. In August 2023, Dubois dropped Usyk with a body shot that was ruled a low blow. Usyk recovered and stopped Dubois in round 9, but some fans and pundits still argue that punch should have counted. Now, in the rematch on July 19th, Usyk has a chance to shut that debate down and make a statement, not just to the division, but to history. At 37 years old, Usyk has now beaten 4 of the top 10 heavyweights of the last decade, all while never weighing more than 225 pounds, all while sticking to his style, movement, control, precision. No heavyweight jump has been cleaner. So let's stack the 4 side by side. James Toney, 6.5. David Haye, 7. Evander Holyfield, 10. Oleksandr Usyk, 10. You could argue Holyfield faced tougher opposition, but Usyk's resume has no gaps, no controversy, no asterisk. He's never been outboxed, he's never been dropped, and if he beats Dubois again, cleanly, it only strengthens the case. There's one other thing that matters: timing. When Holyfield ruled, he was one of many greats. When Usyk rules, he does it alone. In an era of giants, of super heavyweights and padded records, Usyk has brought back pure boxing. He's the smallest big man, the silent technician, the scientist. And if he shuts down Dubois once again, there won't be much left to question. Thanks for watching, Hardcore Fight fans. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.